Hi everybody, I wanted to show you my M48 style Mauser pattern rifle from Yugoslavia. These were made, if memory serves, after the war, World War II, and is a little bit different from the K98 German Mauser in the sense that the action is intermediate action. You see there's a wood handguard here which comes up behind the rear sight, whereas the K98, the front ring, rear sight, there wasn't much space in between them. Now I have a K98 German Mauser, and I can tell you the differences in this rifle are a few. Other than the intermediate length receiver, there's also the floor plate does not hold the bolt open on your last shot when you're empty. The K98 German Mauser actually had a little notch in there that you couldn't push the bolt forward when you were empty to let you know that you were empty. But other than that, it pretty much functions and cycles the same way. Now the prices have gone up on the K98, the actual German Mausers from World War II, because Russian captures have dried up and things like that. And even if you do pay, probably $400 or $450 to get one, it could be in pretty rough shape. They're beat up, the stocks are chewed up, the inside's corroded because of the corrosive ammo, all that sort of stuff. Your condition's very questionable. Whereas an M48 Yugo Mauser like this, they didn't really see much action. And you can get these for a really good price, and the condition is very good. So that's why, if you just want a shooter, you might want to take a look at these, or also the close cousin, the M2447. The 2447, however, has a straight out bolt instead of the bent bolt. So either one, probably do okay. I've heard a lot of good things about them, but the condition's usually pretty good. All of the M48s I examined in gun shops and stores and stuff like that, the bores inside were very good, the wood was very good, and there were numbers matching. So the bolt handle number here matches the number on the receiver serial number, which I've covered up for the video, but there'd be a serial number here, there'd be a serial number on the bolt, and there's a serial number on the back of the stock, and all those numbers are usually matching on the ones I've seen, whereas something like a Russian capture, the bolt will not match, things like that. So you get a better condition rifle at a good price if you just want to go with the Yugoslavian one. Plus, it's very interesting, the writing that you've got here, and the crest looks pretty good. I've got another video that details how I colored these in if you want to know how to color in your engravings. Just a quick history lesson. I'll talk about the ammo, and then I'll roll in some footage of me shooting.
What's important about the Mauser family of rifles is that it represents a major step ahead for smokeless repeating firearms. Almost every country made a Mauser derivative, and at the end of the 1800s, late 1890s, and early 1900s, the Mauser bolt-action rifle really took the world by storm. It became, to that era, what the Kalashnikov-style rifle was to the Cold War. A lot of countries made copies of them. The US had the Springfield 1903, which is pretty much a direct copy of the Mauser bolt-action. The British even had the P14 pattern 14 rifle, which was a Mauser derivative before they had their Lee Enfield. The Polish had their VZ-24 Mauser pattern rifle, and even the Chinese made their own derivative, the Chiang Kai-shek rifle. This Yugoslavian Mauser and others like it were made with captured equipment after World War II. Throughout many countries' militaries, the bolt-action rifle was the standard issue rifle until supplanted by semi-automatic and then full-automatic battle rifles later.
The ammunition here represents a lot of different countries. This, to the best that I can tell, is a Romanian military surplus. It is a steel with a green lacquer coating over the case. And then this is Yugoslavian Army surplus. It's a brass case, but it's Berdan primed. It's not easily reloadable, but a brass case bullet. This is Turkish Mauser ammunition, and they are easily identified by the silver-shaped bullet. Now, of all the ammo I have, I've been told that this ammo is the hottest. It's supposed to be a very hot load ammo, so some people say don't use it in older or antique K98s and stuff like that. Everything I've seen in my collecting has been this standard 8mm Mauser. Some of the Spanish Mausers and stuff like that actually had a 7mm Mauser. Those would be pretty obvious if they're different. Now I'm going to roll in some footage of me shooting. This is pretty much the first time I've taken this out to the range since I've redone the stock. You can see I did some boiled linseed oil here, and it came out really nice. So like I said, you can get a good quality Mauser that hasn't been beat up and chewed up. So I got to do some sight in here. I've got some targets that I'm going to sight in with, and then I've got a steel plate out there at about 60 yards. So I'll do some sight in and then some steel plate shooting. All right, enjoy. hot. I jerked on that last one, but look at this target out here. I think that's good enough for an initial sight in. That'll work. Now we'll transition over to the longer target and the steel plate that is approximately 55 or 60 yards from here. Yep, so much for that.